Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 1 versus 1 on Meeting of Minds. Playing as a Dark Eldar, we've got Roman228. On the opposing side, playing as the Imperial Guard, we've got Vasa Ogrin. Vasa will be opening up with a Tech Priest Engineer, Double Guardsman and an Infantry Command on the south side here. Whereas Roman228 will be opening up triple Mandrakes, a Hall of Blood and a Plasma Generator. Really do like this Infantry Command down on this south side here. It's really important to be, well, from the Imperial Guard's perspective, to use your first Infantry Command in a really nice spot, especially when going up against the Dark Eldar. They've got so many different openings that they can go for, so you've always got to assume the worst case scenario. I do quite like as well, he's got a, oh, not on the banner, but as like a little badge, he's got 2B there. 2B or not 2B, Neo Automata. Certainly a very good game that I've played all the way through, which is an emotional journey, if I do have to say so myself. Commissar is coming out a little bit early, which is interesting to see. A command squad also, so very standard opening for the Imperial Guard. Not going to see anything crazy coming out from the Hall of Blood, just got these triple Mandrakes. And triple Mandrakes means they'll be able to capture all their nearest and dearest as quickly as humanly possible. Going to go for an Archon, and what else? Oh, some more Mandrakes? Question mark? Anyway, so it looks like it's primarily going to be a Mandrake Archon opening. Might potentially see some stealthed Mandrakes in there as well. The Imperial Guard, realistically, in Tier 1, as we've said many a time on this channel, do struggle a little bit against infiltrated openings. They've got their scan from their field command, and they've got their Psyker in here, and that's really about it. So if you're able to spread out your Mandrakes quite nicely, you should do alright, but these guys are being slowly shot down by the commander, who's just taking some... I mean, the level of accuracy shooting through this concrete structure, praise be to the Emperor. Mandrakes are just going to try and ignore them there. Archon now fresh out of the Hall of Blood. And there we go, some Mandrake infiltration research, as well as a homunculus laboratory going on. So whether Roman228 is going to double down on the Mandrakes and go for the infiltration, and then also for some extra bits, managing to throw down a stun on the command squad, as the Mandrakes come in to add their blades to the fury that the Archon is bringing to the table. Incubi joining in. And one thing that I've just noticed this very second, the Incubi's got like a little gun on top of his head. Never noticed that the Incubi had a ranged attack, but he fires little pupy bits from his helmet, which is quite cute. The old pew pew from the helmet. Anyway, Commander Commissar looking less than pleased. Got no Psyker in there, actually, which is a bit of an unusual thing to open with. But they are not going to be standing up too well against his Archon. Might need to get some regular lads on the field moving on towards him. He has captured all his gubbins around him. Has he got anything interesting on his... Now, I'm not sure if that's anything banner-wise interesting, but hey-ho, we continue. Now got some guardsmen coming in for support. Incubi and Archon working in tandem. Command squad does not want to engage them in close combat, as that is where they are strongest. It's going to be happily shooting at them as they flee across the heavy cover. Got some infiltrated Mandrakes on the way in, and nothing to see them. They'll be happily coming in and causing the business to these boys' faces. Yeah, they're not getting involved. Not quite as of yet. Why is that? Are you getting some... You're going to go for some Poison Blades and some Power Blade research for your Archon, so probably waiting for at least one of those upgrades to get upgraded so they're able to quickly make do with these Imperial boys. Sending the Monkai back to Terra, or whether backwater Imperial world that they come from. Yeah, Poison Blades on these guys will certainly increase the effectiveness. Although kind of undoing themselves, they've now killed that Commissar, allowing for some Psyker lads to join should they choose. Will be frozen in place though. Might potentially get them, getting good surround on them, and there we go. That commander squad been taken down. So Imperial Guard not in a brilliant situation at the moment. They are going to build up a heavy bolter turret over here. But that does leave this whole amount of... I mean, how many are there in total? There's 6... 12. Jeez, that's a lot. The Power Blades now active. I do believe that the Poison Blades does work for the Archon as well, so everyone's just having a field day here. Death only after great pain. Guardsman will jump inside the listing post. Listing post is going to be upgrading itself. Because with Guardsman on the northern side as well, going to come in for some firing support. Temporary Stengency is coming in to see if they can build a heavy bottle turret, but whether they're able to or not, unsure entirely. While the Mandrakes over here doing their stuff. The Archon having a field there, losing one Incubi, but he doesn't mind. There's plenty more where they came from. Dear oh dear, my frame rate is not doing all that well at the moment. We'll have to certainly fix that in post. But okay, command squad back out now. Field scan going in over here. So that will reveal the Mandrakes. Now that this listing post has been upgraded, they should be able to defend this place a lot better, but they have lost one listing post and a relic while they're at it. So a good engagement from the Dark Eldar there, but the Imperial Guard still do stand. Not taking too much in the way of damage at the moment. Current economies are 98 and 10 compared to 97 and 10, so not too much of a letdown for them. I will watch from the Dark Eldar perspective, as we can then see the Mandrakes easier. Got a Tier 2 Planetary Raid add-on for the Dark Eldar coming in. And while the Archon thirsts for violence, he is going to stand in the middle with his Mandrake boys, but I'm not sure if this is the way forward for them. They've got the momentum here. They should really be moving around, and now that the scan is on a cooldown, they've got all the avenues to come down here and start bashing over on this side. Don't want to slow down at all, and now these Mandrakes over here, caught out of position, Psyche are able to see them, and Guardsmen with their grenade launchers will certainly be able to take care of these guys. Not back on those grenade launchers will prevent these Mandrakes from, one, moving around too quickly, and also stopping them from getting any swift blades across the throats of the Imperial Guard. The Mandrakes are going to come in and try and get a decap. A lot of firepower for them to tank there. Mandrakes are not known for their ability to survive very long. Yeah, I wonder what's going on with my PC today. That is a very concerning development there. Some warp entities inside the graphics card. We'll have to fix that at some point. When time allows me. For time is a non-existent thing. There we go, you see, if they decide to do this a lot earlier on, we could have already destroyed this. Maybe potentially saving the Mandrakes over here from getting surrounded by the Imperial Guard. But hey-ho, hindsight is 2020. Archon, though, being taken down from the zapping of that Psyche. Mandrakes now decapping this place as well, so still doing quite a decent job in going up and down, left and right. But will be fired at as they retreat. Got a thermoplasma generator now exposed over here. Imperial Guard might see it. Witch Cult Arena being summoned. Imperial Guard capturing his critical location in the middle. Do the Imperial Guard see this? Have they seen it at the moment? They have not seen it. That's quite useful. Mandrakes looking to go in for that decap, but will be shoved away. And what's the alternatives for you now? Mandrakes might not be the way forward. A Crucible of Malediction there. And the Archon being replaced. That Crucible is going to do a really good job at holding down these quite chunky units, to be honest. I mean, they've been reinforced the maximum amount at the moment. We do have a... Oh, where... We do have a... Where are you? Ah, there we go. Got a Standard Bearer coming in. Able to keep his allies in good stead. Incubi now in a number of 3. So that means that the retinue of the Archon has been researched, allowing his abilities to last a little bit longer. Also getting more lads out. Although unable to really get anywhere close. Having to step into that Thunderdome there. But the Tower of Loathing adding a good amount of damage over to these Imperial Guard. They're not going to stand up very well, but they are going to be reinforced quite quickly. Crucible of Malediction comes out over to these guys. Even the Standard Bearer turning over his own men. Stunning at the command squad as well. Good to move straight in. A Homunculus good to join the ranks. Although being bashed around by the grenade launchers. Torch amp going down. Reducing their overall movement speed. And general bad stuff going on their way as well. Mandrake's now going to come in from the flanks. And the command squad has been totally wiped out. Allowing these Mandrakes to run roughshod over all these lads. Wonderful engagement from Roman228, attacking on all different angles, using all the abilities of his heroes as well to very nice effect, even when massively outnumbered. I'm going to chase these guys all the way back home. Heavy bottle turret being placed down by Vася Ogrin here, and a scan of a defensive nature forcing these guys backwards. Satellite targeting resolution being reset, so their range will be increased, but won't help them in this current engagement at the moment. Gonna go for a mechanized command, which, to be honest, in this kind of engagement, some vehicles will be quite nice. We'll be able to ignore the stunning and malediction effect of the Archon, as well as being able to resist those poison blades of the Mandrakes. But with the... Oh, well, they're going to go straight into Tier 3, so of the Dark Eldar, once they see those vehicles, they've got lots of options. I mean, clear one being the Scourges. They've got Raiders as well, and, you know, I mean, just generally... Depends, I suppose, on, like, is the Imperial Guard going to go for some Chimeras primarily? I mean, doesn't really have that much in the way of green money at the moment. He spent a lot of his green money on upgrading his Guardsmen with all those grenade launchers. Going to go for Heavy Stubber as well, which will help him against the Meteor Homunculi. Crucible Malediction going on these guys smack bang in the middle. One random priest going to run on straight in. Command squad witnessing the doom of the Archon. And a stun going on the command squad as well, which also acts as a health leech to the Archon. But dear oh dear, has been taken down. A full squad wipe there. Command squad being survived by his Psyker. So now the tides have turned quite quickly on the Dark Eldar. Are going to go for a monstrous Chimera, which I don't know whether it's got... well, if it's got like demon health, whether it's got like monster health, but it should be okay for resisting the Guardsmen, though. But whether it's able to do so on its own, a little bit unsure about that. Also going to go for some Grotesques. Now the Grotesques will certainly be a mean customer for the Imperial Guard to deal with. Able to resist all manner of darkness and shenanigans. Here come the Grotesques. Looking gross as you like, as well as the Monstrous Chimera. Coming out together almost if it was planned all along. This guy certainly mucks about in combat. Heavy infantry, vehicle, and commander armor is what it can chew through if you believe the tooltip. And the Grotesque, look at the speed that they can charge in with their warpish flamethrowers. Yeah, these guardsmen are running in total fear. It'll take a lot of firepower to take down these Grotesques. Got some Mandrakes, well, shimming around in the distance over there. This is not a pretty situation for the Guardsmen at all. Needs to get those vehicles out, and oh yeah, and a Razor Wing jet fighter, which will be great for while all this is going on. The jet fighter will just be able to walk, well, not walk, but fly into the base and cause some issues for the Guardsmen. Though the Grotesques now moving into an overlapping fire of listing posts and a heavy bolter turret, this is probably not the direction that they want to be coming in on. Even with their impressive armor and health, even they can't stand up to a relentless onslaught of fire. Chimera over here going up against the Razor Wing jet fighter will be taken down. More Chimeras on the way. The Monster Chimera, like a rabid dog or a cat. It reminds me more of a cat, to be fair. But he's going to come in and just focus down the mechanized command along with the Razor Wing jet fighter as the Grotesques just go about their wicked and foul business. Standard Bear over here being assaulted by Mandrakes. Won't be surviving very long. That's a sad time for him, I do have to say. Dropping his standard, losing the Emperor's colours in the field of battle. But this is a lot of Chimeras, there's a lot of firepower coming in. Focusing on that jet fighter, might even take it down potentially. No, he manages to survive by the hair on his chinny chin. Grotesques being an absolute nuisance. All three units here surviving and avoiding death from these I mean, just look at the sheer amount of firepower coming in and no one's falling down. Well, the Grotesques are now kind of feeling the thunder a bit here. Soon to have only one model left in. Needs to reinforce them. But 80 blue money and 80 green money, these are very expensive, lads. So he's just kind of throwing them in there as like a shock troop. And they will be taken down. Monstrous Chimera now kind of giving up on that mechanized commanders. It's probably being repaired by someone. There we go, Tech Priest Agency here on this side. And Monstrous Chimera trying to run away and get out of there. Losing a lot of health in the process there. And what is going on? We've got an Archon now with 4 lads in there. Although, furthermore, Plasma Generator has been instantly spotted by the Chimera here. Might want to cancel that, otherwise going to waste a lot of economy from that. 132 and 79 compared to 119 and 50. And what are the Dark Eldar planning for their next bout of fisticuffs? Seems to look quite happy with the Archon at the moment. Don't really have the money to purchase any big units as of yet. They are collecting souls. Looks like these two guys are just like doing some sort of pan-hunting. Not pan-hunting, metal detecting. You know, those guys who... Always old men in socks and sandals going onto the beach with their metal detectors. Got some Trueborn. Wonderful. Beautiful units. Their long flowing capes. Got to go for their dark lances, so these guys are focusing on some Chimera hunting. And firing through the mountain as they come. Archon moving on the other side as well. And the jet fighter joining in. Yeah, Trueborn will certainly be sending these Chimeras away. Not as mobile as your Scourges, but certainly do a little bit more damage. I do believe. Also a lot more versatile in the sense that they can get splinter cannons, shredder rifles, and dark matter blasters. But not a terribly overwhelming force for the Dark Eldar at the moment. Although in saying that, in the 5 seconds we've not looked at the economy, they've now got a serious big old float going on there. So they should be able to buy a lot of extra units now. Chimera's now going to charge in, trying to focus on those Trueborn while they were capturing that critical location in the middle. Archon coming in, showing this Chimera the business. And the Torch Slave following around this Razor Wing jet fighter. One lone priest showing his bravery and courage. Going to keep himself immortal. Just to tease the Dark Eldar, saying you can't kill me. Too good for you. And, there we go, a soul cage on the way, right. So potential for relic units from the Dark Eldar perspective. Might need some more green income there. One listed post goes down from the Chimeras. Going to see Tech Priest Engineers trying to repair these Chimeras. And we do have one singular missile launcher heavy weapons team. They're firing some rockets up and above. But the Trueborn will see they're very low on health, all these guys there. And, come on, computer, survive. Hold the line. Yeah, this priest will now just be able to, like, more or less one-shot a lot of these Trueborn. Might potentially get full squad wipe on his own. Can he do it? There we go, one lad being taken down. He's just an absolute demon, isn't he? That kill count. Something to make the Emperor smile. The Chimeras, even though those Trueborn were technically anti-vehicle, dealing with that priest, the Monstrous Chimera. Oh, good lord, that's some impressive damage, even when those Tech Priest engine seers were repairing it. Absolutely opening up like a can of sardines. So yeah, that fleet of Chimera has been sent back to the workshop, having to redo their MOT, and this priest still there. There we go, he finally goes down, but not after really giving these Trueborn something to think about. Razor Wing jet fighter still flying proud, almost killing that Chimera, but decided to leave it with 10 health left. Oh, in no way was intending. And just a constant supply of priests. So is this the plan for Vася Ogrin? Is he just... he's got some... What are you called? You've got some special weapons teams, which will be great against any big Dark Eldar vehicles. But yeah, just precinct chimeras. That's the plan apparently. Missile launcher trying to get this Razor Wing jet fighter, but being forced to fire at his own men. Another chimera goes down. Archon now with lots of boys surrounding him. His entourage ever expanding. The monstrous chimera looking to eat these boys alive, pushing them back, and both dying in unison. Special weapons teams though don't mind giving this big kitty a bit of a blast. But yeah, this is a very unusual composition from the Imperial Guard. You don't normally see stuff like this. Then again, I mean, against the Dark Eldar, who's kind of going for a bit of an unusual thing themselves, what do you go for? Ah, they've gone for their big saily thing, and we will see a Tempest on the way. I do believe that is the... I can't remember if that is the anti-infantry or anti-vehicle big tank that the Dark Eldar have available to them. We will have to wait and see what that does when it comes out. Did play a Dark Eldar game for the War of Dark Revelations theme game the other weekend. So I know of their late game units, I just can't remember what they are because they've got quite a lot to choose from. Trueborn over here, not wanting to let these chimeras destroy their listing post any longer. And this monstrous chimera will soon go down. Dear oh dear. And here we go. The Tempest coming out. Long as you like, purple as you please. And these are the infantry, heavy infantry, and anti-demon variant. There we go. But still not too bad. Able to blast up these chimeras. No drama. What's going on here? We do have a... Ah, there we go. Razor Wing. Round the back lines. Preparing for the invasion. Destroying these heavy bolter turrets before they're able to bring themselves up into being missile launchers. And we're going to see another one. Oh, we're going to see the Reaper. Can't remember what you do either. Oh, and a Dice of Destruction. Look at that. All the big units coming in. That's nice to see. Don't often see the Dice of Destruction in a game. So, the Imperial Guard, you need to do something. Going to go for some Vendetta heavy gunships. Going to go for the maximum of 3. What kind of economy you got going on? Yeah, you've got the float. You're able to buy anything and everything that you want. Well, I imagine that the Vendetta heavy gunships, when they come out in their packs of 3, they'll have to really focus fire on these vehicles. But in saying that, double missile launch troops managing to do a fair whack of damage to that Dice of Destruction. But the Passion Wagon knows no bounds. He will move forward. Got some special weapons teams as well joining the fray. And these guys automatically come out with melter guns. So if allowed to open fire, and geez Louise, this Dice of Destruction is surrounded by all sorts of badness. No place you really want it to be. Might be a relic unit, but it's not a very durable relic unit. Killing lots of their special weapons teams though, so that's something. Archon on the side, slapping around this chimera as the Dice of Destruction goes down. The Pimp Mobile, no more. Monstrous chimera inside the base, but probably not where it wants to be. Tempest now falling back away from all these Vendetta gunships. And it's all of a sudden looking very anti-Dark Eldar at the moment. You thought for a second that when they got all their relic units out, it'd be quite a big problem for them, but no, just get a couple of Vendetta heavy gunships and they will be alright. Here we come, the Reaper, don't fear it. That's a song from a while ago. Yeah, Archon trying to do some goodness, but all his impressive abilities won't do him any help. I've not actually seen the Reaper before. Let's have a look at him. He's got a big impressive zappy thing on front of him, as well as a damn fine flag on front, or in the middle, sorry. Very impressive range. What are you good against? Oh, you're the anti-vehicle variant of relic unit stuff. Okay. So yeah, just more or less looks at things and just zaps them into oblivion. But the Archon's unit has been taken down. And now, realistically, I mean, no one's really going for their infantry at the moment. Only one squad cap for the Imperial Guard. Trueborn being left over here. I managed to just over here in case anyone decides to flank their fighting force in the middle. But yeah, the perfect counter by the looks of things. Absolutely wrecking face. So gonna need some special weapons teams and some missile launcher squads to come in, but then we've got these grotesques now. So able to help support this Reaper. Are we going to see any big units from the Imperial Guard? No, just more chimeras. What kind of... I mean, you've got money for it. What you could have done earlier on was buy a field command and basically give... Because obviously when you build a second field command, you're able to build up more plasma generators. Just to make sure that his green money is on par with his blue money. And then... Baneblades or something. We're not even seeing any Lehman Russes at the moment. But to be fair, against this Reaper, would Lehman Russes be the option? Instead, that he's going to go for some. And Lehman Russes with their... Oh, what's it called? The big Vulcanite cannony thing. The one that basically kills things really, really easy and really good. That would certainly help them. Grotesque's been left to their own devices. Been moved forward. Missile launcher heavy weapons team trying to take care of them, but it's not what you want to see. As a duo of men with one rocket launcher between them. Grotesque charging forward towards them. Southern listing post been taken care of by the Archon and the Reaper. First Lehman Russ about to pop, and will it be able to make much of a difference in this engagement to come? Second Lehman Russ being built up as well. Trueborn finally moving forward. They've had enough time chilling out at home. Vendetta gunships not really able to pierce the hide of these grotesques. Air command going to be soon to be destroyed. But the missile teams, they're able to stand up quite nicely. Doing a little bit of damage. I do like how the missile launch team acts more as a mortar rather than an actual missile launcher. But no, these guys have been taken down, and the Vendetta gunships are soon on their way out. Mechanized command being reduced to cinders and crumbling dust by the grotesques. And these Trueborn just really chillaxing here, not really contributing anything, but such is the way of the Trueborn, really. Why get your hands dirty when you've got all these boys to do stuff? Oh, look, there we go. We haven't forgotten about the Dark Eldar abilities. You've got 2 in 1. Marvellous stuff. So the Imperial Guard have surrendered here. But, I mean, it was a little bit touch and go for the Dark Eldar, especially in that mid-game when we had that mass of infantry in the middle and they managed to kill that Archon and they were going over onto this side. But, yeah, just the big units and the big guns and those grotesques, and we saw loads of amazing models and units for the Dark Eldar there. But yeah, tell a bit sorry about the actual video quality of this. I will have to see why on earth my computer's not playing this game. If you want to support the channel, £1 a month does get you 1 extra game a week on the old Patreon. And we do Discord stuff, so that link's in the description for all that fun stuff there. My name's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never chore. I will see you in a bit. Peace.